Good evening, everyone. Scrapper is live with midweek Minecraft, or not Minecraft, lol, just kidding, Action Tainman. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully you all been doing well. And live with Action Tainman. Now, we did that yesterday. Alright, so, things to note. Last stream went really well. Lots of views for the clips. All good, positive feedback. Everybody likes my new dog. And I love the dog too, so we're going to see a little bit more of him. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to try to do this as much as possible before the anti-Action Tainman crowd comes in. Which you know they'll be waiting to do. Throw it all off. We do have a new event. We are going to be going for some gacha that's right here. Let me go ahead and turn that down. It's a little loud. And so that means we're going to have a little bit more voice work. A little bit more of the stuff that you guys come here for. Alright, so. So this is the new supporter. We could already get one right off the bat because we have enough gacha credit for it. So we're just going to go ahead and grab that. So we got her. And then we are going to get the weapon that goes with it. Yes. So we'll keep that up for later. And then we'll just grab the other stuff. Anyways, so what we're going to be doing is, hold up, let me actually pull up our good old friend Klaus. Klaus's music, who has some video game background music, which would be perfect for this casino spinning, and Klaus VGM. He's gonna give us some music. He's got the Luigi's Casino. Alright, let's go. Drawing. We want 5 of these, so we already got 1. And do we have another one? No. Another supporter. Not the one we want. Nope. Come on, give us something good. Give us something good. Nope. One more time. Ooh, that could be it. Yep, we got it. Hey, Goofy, shut up. It's not a Gooner game. Also, welcome back, Goofy. It's good to see you again. I don't necessarily appreciate you saying that it's a Gooner game. This is a highly sophisticated game with multiple awesome features and abilities and characters that allow you to decimate your opponents. Goofy. Leaves for like a long time and then comes back and says, "Oh, Gooner game. We're playing this seriously. This is a serious game." That character says otherwise. It's one fucking character, dude. Come on, chill. Alright, so we have the third one. Alright, third one. Alright, we're locked in. And the reason why you want to do this is because you get the ultimate increases damage dealt by a machine type character by 15%. This is going to be excellent for when we do mechanical runs on the daily sets. Now this one's also good. The increased damage by 2% per particle orb owned. That's another damage boost on top of the other one. So we're going to be curb stomping the VR section. Bro, she is half naked. Dude, that's her outfit. What do you want me to fucking do about that? That's just the way she showed up to work, okay? Alright, so we're going to go in Casino Night. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go. We got this. We got this shit. What are you on about? What do you mean? I'm just saying. That's how she showed up to work. What do you want me to do about it? I can't fucking cover him up. Alright. So we have the pity one, which will allow us to get... so technically we have 4, so we just need 1 more. That's not going to do. We need another one. How much money have you spent on this game? Not a lot, actually, because everything I do, I earn. So all these gems that I get, you get playing the game. So, and then you get bonus tokens for just playing the game, doing the events and such. So I don't really spend money on this game. Alright, we got the 5th one. We're good. Alright, so because we still have some gems that we could spend left over, we're going to try to get hers. Now, hers is actually interesting because this one is really intriguing to me. As you can see, it says increased damage dealt to one enemy by 12%, and then increased damage dealt to all enemies by 8%. This is a very versatile supporter that allows you to get a whole bunch of damage to a whole wide range. It's very much an area of effect skill. And then it removes 1 buff from enemies. That's really good. That $15 bajillion says otherwise. I have not spent any fucking dollars. Look, this gold you earn by playing the game. You get that from quests. Alright, so we're gonna go and try to roll for her. Oh, I don't think we got her on this one. That's good for later. I think that goes with no, it goes with her. Let's see. What we need more Casino Night music. Let's see. And then right here, nothing. Nothing. Come on, give me something. What's that emoticon supposed to mean? This costs... Well, I shouldn't say this costs money. You can earn this during missions and such, so... This is the easiest currency to get. Come on, please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Alright, that's not going to be nice to me. Alright, can we get her from the others? No, we can't. No, that's not giving us an option to get her. Damn it, I really liked her support too. What does this give me? Gives me that? I don't need that. We'll run just a few more. Why are you gambling so much? We want the supporter. This supporter is... Have you seen the stats on this thing? Look at this. Look at it. 12% to one enemies, and that's on top of 8% to all enemies. That's a shit ton of damage. If I get 5, you actually rank up her, it scales. So, like, it'll probably be like 10% or 12%. Oh shit, we might have gotten it right here. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, this one we don't really need, but this is the one that we were looking for. We want this. We'll run 3 more. Might as well get the what do you call it? The pity. Nope. don't need it. They keep giving me the crap I don't need. No, I don't play Gooner games, so no, I have not seen her. It's not a fucking Gooner. Have you not have you not heard me talk about this game like seriously? Like, I'm talking about this game seriously, dude. So we'll get this, and we'll get Metal Storm. So now we have all 5 copies of her. And then, what's this one? Oh yeah, we want Choir. So, just because I'm curious, I want to see how much it scales her damage. Well, actually, we should. This is good for when you want like do this. 8 point. Ooh. Oh shit! You could see that her damage dealt by 22.5%. That's gonna scale really nice, man. Oh my gosh. We're gonna probably use this to run the other characters, because this is gonna buff up Emily so much. And then for you, I want to see how much. Oh wait, Sure's already have her. Oh man, I guess I wasted those gems for nothing. You know what? No, I'll tell you why I didn't waste those gems. This is gonna be. I could use these later on. I could use these 3 copies for when I do the multiple setup. So like when I have the 3-on-3, I could use this. So I'm gonna keep a hold on these. But that's what it scales to. 24% on one end. That's 40%. That's really good. Man. I'm going to have to use that. I'm going to have to figure out who this would be best used on. Alright, so we got everybody else. We're good. I'm going to check to see if I can rank anybody else up that we might need. This one is going to be used in the future. We got to get 2 more of those. In fact, I might craft some. Let's go here to the crafting facility. How much could we craft? I want this. Can I make this? Yes, I can make one. Alright, awesome. Alright, we got one being made right there. How about here? Can I make a couple of these? I can make a couple of these bad boys. There we go. That's going to be great. Can I make one yet? No, not yet. Can't make one yet. But I'm close of making some. Alright, so we got all the weapons that we can. That was a good day of rolling. Very good day of rolling. How about costumes? Can I get costumes? Any costumes? I do want... do I have enough for Ingrid? No, none for Ingrid. Sub-Zero Pyro. Who am I going for on this one? Spinel. I really... Oh, I already got Spinel. Who am I missing? Who do I need from this list? Do I have Queen's Playmate? I have a Queen's Playmate already. Have that one. So the Trader Knight. And I have hers. Okay, I have hers. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make some blues. Check Discord. What do you got for me? You didn't send anything. On my channel? Fucking Gooner, this is one of Scrap's Gooner Game Girl. Dude, get out! Why the fuck do you... It's not a Goon... That was for Halloween. That was just a Halloween costume, dude. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter. swear, you guys are so immature that you can't play a game like this without thinking, oh, it's a Gooner game. It's a Gooner game. It's not a Gooner game. Alright, who do I want to do? Sub-Zero Pyro or Trader Knight? This is going to cost a little bit more, so I'm going to try to do this one. Let's see if I can have enough material. I have a craft... Oh! I'm going to craft about 90. I'm going to craft about 90 of this. There you go. Alright. And then do I have enough? No, I don't have enough space. Lol, lol, lol. That is a furry... No, it is not a... Dude! Do not. Okay, we're going to change her out of that outfit just because you said that shit. Alright, besides, it's Thanksgiving, so do we have a Thanksgiving skin for her? There is no Thanksgiving skin, I think. So, we're going to just do... Is there an autumn one? Autumn, autumn, autumn. There's not really an autumn skin. They're all just kind of... You know what? We're going to put her in a nice suit. How about that? Here's a suit. She's in a suit now. So I don't want to hear it. There. There. She's in a suit. 99% naked. Nope. Nope. Look. She's wearing a suit. She's got a tie and everything. Alright. We're going to get ourselves some gems real quick. On the daily gem grind. Gotta hyper focus, lock in. Gotta get that 5,000 points. Alright, we got the 5,000 points. We could ease off. We're just here to collect gems. We're not here to top score or anything. Okay. Almost done. And we get our gems. We get our daily gems. Awesome. Okay, beater. I'm scared of women. That's an odd thing to confess, but okay. Alright, so we're going to go into the event mode now. We have already... Okay, so we have done... This is a repeat. We've done the other one, the prison sentence one, so we're going to do this one. What is the... Let's see, Violent Witch. Fortitude. Okay, that's not a bad supporter, but it could be better. So we're going to go in here, and we are going to get a... We need somebody who's dressed up for Halloween. Let's see. I think I could go Spinel. Spinel, maybe not Spinel. We use Spinel a lot for everything. Oh man, here's Shizui. We could use her. Alright, let's go. Alright. I'm ready to do my voice work. Hold on, let me take a sip of water real quick. Okay. I took my sip of water, and I'm ready to do my voiceover work. Somewhere in Japan, on a hidden street where demons live in groups, the annual Halloween event was about to begin. Presents called Ghosts of Halloween appeared every year around the Halloween season. They looked around for treats or disappeared after a few tricks. If they get treats like candy, they give presents, but if they don't, they will trick the person. They were like the essence of Halloween itself. Their tricks weren't harmful, and the presents they gave out sometimes included rare medicine or orbs. Because of that, people came out onto the streets on Halloween to look for them. However, it's about time they showed up. There was no sign of them anywhere. It might be good that those tricksters were away. but also a bad omen when the ghosts didn't appear like they did every year. Bro, I don't even know I have to say anything about that costume. You know what's wrong with it. What's wrong with what? What was wrong with the costume? It's a fucking costume, dude. It was as if all the bees are around the flowers disappeared suddenly. An unnatural phenomenon. The civilians on the street shared their anxiety with the informant as Halloween closed by. Jeez, a mission at last, but ghost hunting? What bad luck. Sanada Hamura, a Taiman dispatch here, muttered so. She sighed loud enough for everyone to hear and dropped her shoulders. It almost seemed as if her favorite spear on her shoulder also sighed bluntly. According to the informant, the annual ghost thingies aren't appearing this year. I mean, come on, it's just a ghost. They said they were tricksters, so maybe they're enjoying the sight of humans being confused. Walking across Demon Street, the only thing she could see was Halloween decorations. So, Halloween, eh? Giving out snacks to the kids running around the street? Or was it like the kids take the snacks from the parents? Bada bing, bada boom. I think I remember it as a day when people dress up in costumes and do foolish things, and sometimes go on a rampage to kick their asses. Well, I've never participated in it, so Sanada Homura was a... are those ass cheeks? No. Was a Taiman who used fire ants. That's why she preferred to train herself or seek out strong enemies when she had the time to go to an event. Still, it seemed fun dressing up and going on a rave. It's my first Halloween, so might as well show some new ninja art or fancy ones to bring up the heat. Bro, really? You said it wasn't a good... It isn't a Gooner game. It's not... Dude, we're having a good event about Halloween. Do you not understand that we're talking about how... Look, see, look at this guy looks normal. Hey, yeah? Here, snacks. It's Halloween. Oh, thanks. What's... That's a wholesome... Look it. Gold and... Good, and a trick too. Oh, what? Ow. After Homura passed on a 10-yen chocolate, she tackled the civilian and knocked him onto the ground. Oh, that wasn't nice. It was just enough for him to lightly fall over. No harm done. What the hell was that? He shouted and ran away, surprised. An obvious reaction. This still isn't enough, huh? The mission was going nowhere, and as she got more frustrated, her rage started to build up. Why Homura, who wasn't cut out for this mission, was here was also related to her personality. She was a troublemaker. She goes on a rampage. Those are ass cheeks. No, dude, she just... Okay, look, it's just the PNG, man. The way it's facing, it's facing the opposite direction. You know? It just happened. It happened to be like that. The Taimans who were on missions with her became tired of her actions as she was sent on this mission to make her stay out of Gosha for a while. Although Gosha's expectation of getting in contact with a harmless ghost would bring no harm broke down in just about an hour. Anyway, I should probably continue with this trick-or-treating, or maybe a bigger prank. The expenses for the snacks will be processed, so I better buy more expensive. That was when Homura spotted a group of demons. Of course, it was Demon Street, so demons wouldn't make that much of a difference. The only thing was that they were moving something under white cloth. That looks like the ghost I've seen on briefing. By the time she realized it, they were already gone. It was from a distance and also a short moment, so she wasn't sure. Concerned, Homura still decided to go after them. Alright. So yeah, it was just the angle that the PNG was. Alright, here we go, and then... Dang, what is this? What are you talking about? What is this? It's the game. taking care of this. We might, okay, since this is demons, we might switch to another character. I think I might switch to Shironi. Night, I gotta go. Hold up, I'm gonna read what you wrote real quick before you leave. Hold up, I'm gonna look at what you read real quick. What's wrong with that? You posted that picture like there's something wrong there. There's nothing wrong. And why is your screen green, by the way? Your screen's green. All your screenshots have like a green tint to them. You might want to get that checked out, mate. Anyways, oh, looks like the festival's getting more exciting. As soon as Homura took down the demons who attacked her when she entered the back alley, she spoke not in surprise or startled, but in glee as she stepped on an unconscious man. Her frustrated expression was completely gone and was smiling. Even her particles seemed to react to her feelings. Burning brightly, Homura stepped deeper into the back alleys. A lone shadow watched her, showing off her presence as if inviting her to come and attack me. It chased Homura deeper inside the alley without making a sound. Ooh, what could it be? The mysteries are afoot, guys. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to Shirani. Who needs the skill points? Does she have skill points? Does she need skill points at all? Yeah, she could use some skill points. Yeah. They're fast at running. I guess that means they're used to fighting. A score. Chasing after the demon who kidnapped the ghost of Halloween, Homura couldn't stop imagining her opponent and smiled even wider. How long has it been since I fought? Homura's excitement grew as she kept going. Besides, she noticed the shadow following her shortly after entering the alley. Are they planning an ambush? If that person keeps letting off that threatening mood, even elementary students will notice. The shadow didn't seem to want to fight, despite the mood. Whether it was to join the fleeing enemies and retaliate, or a third-person intervention, it didn't matter to Homura. If that shadow were strong, it would have attacked me first, and not gotten caught sneaking in the first place. Homura was good at fighting, but her presence reading skills were just so-so. Rather than focusing on what's around her, it was much more easy for her to destroy things and make them come out. That was why she thought the one chasing her would be weak, because she knew herself that her detection skills were that bad. Well, maybe if I let my guard down a little, then it would come and out at me. It isn't an ambush because I already know it. While Homura was thinking about the shadow, she smirked when she found one of the kidnappers who stayed behind to buy some time. Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, it's all demons. So we're gonna make short work of them. Completely mismatched against me. We could even use spin on. We'll probably use spin on the later hardcore mode. Alright, Greater Oni. And he will get a roundhouse. The trident. Those bastards, are they still going further? At this rate, I'll leave the streets, and the shadow still hasn't interfered. The opponent was weak, and there were even cowards. She was thrilled that she could go all out at first, but now she wasn't satisfied, and thus became frustrated. As she kept chasing the kidnapper, she arrived at a western mansion, away from the streets. Oh, now that's a fancy building. A bit too fancy to contain kidnapped ghosts. Hamura muttered at the gates and stepped in without being cautious too much. Ghosts, snakes, demons, well, of course. She joked about her situation and went inside. She could see the interior with light shining from the crack in the door she had just entered. It was nothing special. She couldn't see anything unique. With a loud creak, the door behind her shut. Hamura looked back as she clicked her tongue. The moment she turned her back around, she saw the shadow that was chasing her all this time. There you are! Hamura thrust her spear toward the shadow without delay. Uh-oh. So she attacked. So let's see if she got it. Alright, so we are going... to continue on. Here! She kept thrusting, but it wasn't impaling soft flesh. Instead, it was bouncing off hard metal. Hamura soon reevaluated her enemy as something more than just a pawn and stepped backward. Show yourself! Lower your weapon, for I am not your enemy. Huh? Coming from a person who gave out so many threats? Well, I've heard that you were violent, but you didn't react to my presence. It was fun watching you, so I was testing to see your patience. The mysterious woman sheathed her sword back. That's the sword that blocked my spear. When did she pull it out? The silhouette right before the door closed still had her sword she sheathed. By the time Hamura saw her again, her sword was unsheathed. She felt in her guts that this woman was skillful. Her smile deepened. So to speak, I am not your enemy. It's very awkward for you to show your teeth like that. So who are you? The name's Kichi Azura. I am with Kyoto's Amioji unit, the Kyojisho. I have come to investigate the disappearance of the Halloween ghosts. Oh, that ghost again? Gosha had received the same mission. So it seems. The street is under both Gosha and Goku, so the officials probably asked us both to cooperate. So that makes you an ally from the Momioji unit. That's right. So stop with the threats. I am sorry to have tested you. You would have made a fine sparring opponent. I don't want to hurt a Taiman on my side. Let's keep things cool. Hamura and Asusa both pulled away their weapons and looked at the closed door. Now how about we just kick the door open and go outside? No, it's protected with a magical barrier. I'm afraid I'm not specialized in that kind. It would be hard to open it by force. Then let's go in, save the ghost, and kick demon ass. As simple as it may sound, my guess is that they were prepared for unwanted visitors. You have to take the bull by the horns. If there's a trap, then we just destroy it from the inside. Unlike the rumors, you know your proverbs. I like it best when I go in through the front door and take what I want. Wait, what rumors? A violent berserker who knows only how to barge in and damage others. With that hanging over her shoulder, Azusa walked towards the inside of the mansion. Who the hell says that? It's a rumor. Basically everyone is talking about you like that. What? Without any verbal agreement, the two headed inside. They knew it was best if they fought together, if they had the same goal, skipping all the unnecessary acts. If another person had seen the two, they would have been taken aback and would have thought, these two are more alike than they thought. Oh, so a little bit of friendship. This is the power of friendship, guys. Anyway, let's see what they say about the ghost's whereabouts after an ass whooping. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. She's talking about an ass whooping and a half. That could result in the ghosts being harmed. It's better to secretly discover their whereabouts. That's a nuance, though. Never mistake the priority of a task, whether it's a big one or a lot of work. I mean, isn't it obvious to be polite to someone you see for the first time? Sneaking on me like a perv and acting all noble now? Basic manners don't mean I'm a noble. You're so short-sighted. Oh, look, the only thing your short-sighted mind can see is there, the enemy. Who are you calling short-sighted? Oh, they are kind of the same. Your body is stepping forward even when you say that. I might like you. Then please, tick it out politely. Also, spare its ability to talk, unless you're an amateur who can't even control your own strength. I'll make sure it can talk. Who are you calling an amateur? That was, I like the banter. See, I like the writing of this series. It's really freaking good. Okay, back off. Get away from me. Nope. Alright. Oh, look at that dog. There's a dog right here. That looks like my Scruffy. Okay, can you, like, stop doing that? There we go. Uh-oh. An elite succubus. Oh, wow. Oh, she stopped my attack. That's not bad. Not bad. It won't save her from anything, but she tried. Alright. Easy. Ha! How's that? Oh, what's that? You're the worst. Homura proudly presented himself, but Azusa stopped her abruptly. The reason was simple. The ghosts of Halloween being caught in Homura's battle were disappearing. You dimwit. What are we supposed to do if you attack the hostages? But they were on this side, so it's obvious to attack them because they are the enemy, right? It's our mission to protect them. Attacking everyone blindly can even be done by a child. What? Not thinking about the mission and diving into battle, you rascal. Huh? And because Homura was excited from the battle, she knocked out every demon. It was hard to question them at this point. Geez, it's like I'm with a child who just has strong abilities. Let's find someone who can actually talk. Azusa strolled deeper into the mansion, not even looking at the passed out demons. What the actual hell is wrong with that bitch? She's acting like she's better at everything because she just has better skills. She's just a coward who avoids fighting while on a mission. Hamura cursed at Azusa, who used her to fight her battles, and followed her into the mansion. I'm warning you. I can hear your voice. And has good hearing, I see. It's not that my hearing is special. Your voice is too loud. Hamura sighed loudly and chased her footsteps. Love it. I love their dynamic. It's the good cop, bad cop routine. Alright, we are on section 4. Let us continue. They're weak but have numbers. She swung her spear with an excited smile. The flame made from particles burned the Halloween ghosts and familiars, but she controlled it just enough to make sure the mansion didn't catch on fire. Her skills were excellent, considering that. You're all flashy and have too many wasteful movements put into your attacks. Can you not kill them in one blow? Blah, blah, blah. I'm good with this. As for sure, her battle spirit would be her strong point. If an ally fights as passionately as her, then the others will also follow her lead. But that is when she was with her group. But if she fought alone, she would be wasting her breath. Azusa carefully observed Hamura's axe, and then, "This is quite a shame," she said, and pulled out her sword for a single blow. The ghosts were targeting Azusa because she was quiet, but they vanished without her attack. The destructive, fiery Hamura and Azusa, who mastered in single strikes. The enemy's numbers thinned with both of them attacking. But I'm all fired up. She must have forgotten everything about the mission. It would be her weak point that she gets overwhelmed in fighting. Those actions would be the same as going on a rampage and a mission. It's a nuance when working together with someone, but she does attract many of the enemies with her presence. What did you say? No, I just thought you had a good hearing. Ha! They were having petty conversations during the battle, and while Hamura honed her spear skills, Azusa broke out of the group and looked around. Oddly, the ghosts aren't running from Hamura's rampage. It's not like they're rooted into the building. The Halloween ghosts were supposedly being seen all over the streets, and not attached to a single place. Which means that there's a reason this mansion is attracting them, or maybe why they were gathered here. And I have a feeling that these ghosts seem somewhat frightened. Oi! What are you murmuring about? If you have nothing to do, then help me out here. Didn't you like to go all out on them? You're the arms and legs, and I'm the brain. A fitting position. Ink! Who says that I don't think enough? No one said that. A vase flew towards Azusa's head at that moment, and she dodged it with minimum action. Yikes, my hands got slippery. Hamura kept on with the battle, not even showing any signs of an apology. Azusa's face became uglier with that attitude in mind. She showed a murderous presence that any demons, even trained TAIMANins, would be afraid of. It has been a while since someone with an attitude like that showed up in front of her. The very thought of it made her laugh. Please wrap this up now. I think there's a secret behind these doors. Help me out then? Alright, here we go. Chop, chop. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh, look at that mean old man. He looks mean. Down. Alright. Very, very easy. Alright, let's continue on. She came up with a theory. A game theory. Alright, give me one measly moment here. Alright. Sorry, I gotta get a sip of water and I'm all out. Reaching for a brand new one. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's continue. There should be a reason these ghosts are staying in this place. Cut it out with your thoughts and here, help me. Don't just put your hands behind your back. Like I said, appropriate positions. You blocked my spear, so you should be good at fighting. However, Homura didn't want to admit the fact that her spear was blocked. She just clicked her tongue and said nothing else. Fine then, if we take care of that reason, then this mission will come to an end. She dashed out into the mansion like the battle she had just gone through had never happened. Oh, hi there. Nice to meet you, Krenda? Hi, it's rare to see somebody playing this. Yes, I'm a huge fan. I've played since day zero, so I'm a huge fan of Action Taimaniin. I played all the visual novels. I've played all the spin-offs. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this series. It holds a very weird place in my heart where it's not. I'm obviously it's the origins of it. Everybody knows it's hentai and all that shit. But honestly, the story is really gripping, and I like that. And I like that Action Taimaniin expands on the story. So for me, it's like I'm like, oh, I get more of what I really enjoy out of this. I mean, the other stuff is good too, you know, all the hentai stuff. But this is where I think it excels, is with its writing. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Where were we? The unknown person laughed when Azusa arrived. She was certainly waiting for them. Uh-oh. We have an unknown person. Who could it be? This animal who I've been seeing. Can you help me guess this mystery? Alright. This is the final chapter, everybody. Buckle in, buckaroos. I see. So you're the... Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, so for Felicia, how did we have Felicia's voice? Shit, I forgot. Okay. Should I play it straight? Nah, no. Welcome, intruders! There you go. You get that. What the heck? It's Halloween, so I dressed myself to match the spirit. Doesn't it fit me? No, it doesn't. Read the room for crying out loud. Hearing that from you, she might as well cry. Shut up! It's not like I said anything wrong. A funny person. Your partner is. We're nothing like partners. Call us the stupidly strong and the brain. Shut the hell up! Even so, Azusa didn't let her guard down towards Felicia. It was the same for Homura. She's formidable. Can you take her on? Can you? She wasn't impossible to fight, but she sure was stronger than anything they'd met inside the mansion. Felicia waved with a happy face, noticing their expressions. With that, the Halloween ghosts gathered. I don't like small fries. You all coming at once? That's not it. Also, with a barbaric weapon like a spear, you can't exorcise ghosts. They're weak, but that part is what makes them convenient to use. And they gather lots of precious equipment for Halloween. It's really important to make use of an annual event, don't you think? So to say, if she gives them treats, they give presents, and if she doesn't, they trick her. Yeah, and I skipped that boring part. No, everything makes sense. How so? I played this years ago, but since my phone stopped being compatible, I came back and it seems I lost count and started from scratch again. And honestly, the story is interesting since they avoid all the explicit stuff. But in the main games, the bad endings do make this character suffer. The ones that I know give me the most chills are Yukikaze and Murasaki and the suitcases. That was brutal. And if, for those who don't know, I'm going to explain it. In one of the bad endings, essentially what ends up happening is they get their mind broken, and then their limbs get cut off, and basically they get stuffed in suitcases and mailed to the female MC. And that was one of the most horrific things that I've heard. On par with the one where they just gnaw at them to death. And I think that was Yukikaze 2, which was a bad ending. And you actually hear the munching. That one was really rough. That's when they were really trying to experiment with like the writing and such. Yeah, if you're starting from scratch, it's really... My best advice is to just grind the heroes. It is available. I don't know what platform you're on, but it's I wouldn't get it on Google Play. If you're using your phone and you have a Samsung, get it from the Samsung store, because then you're able to get everything without restrictions. Because Google Play cuts certain costumes. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I'm playing it off of. I play it off of Steam and Samsung Shop. All right. Where were we? Also, another bad ending that I think is horrifying is the one where they make Murasaki into a cube. That one was just rough, too. Yeah, they totally cubify her. Mm. There's a lot of dark scenes, like even in the canon universe, the Truce storyline. They go through weird things, like not, it's not weird, but you know, they go through some heavy shit like abortion. You know, a lot of character death. Even the mother and daughter relationship with Yukikaze and Shirani, which is really, really sad to think about, you know, with the dad element being dead, and then Shirani is trying to like keep it together while Yukikaze is like trying to be her own. That's a good dynamic there. And a lot of this is through the mainland games, through the RPGX games. There's all sorts of continuities, but yeah, I highly suggest anybody who has not played these games to go and play them. Of course, if you're of age, please do so. If you're not, play Action Tainman for now, and you'll get the general gist of it and everything, because Action Tainman's teenager oriented. Okay, where were we? Sorry, I got a whole sidetrack. I like talking about this series. And that's what I try to tell my followers and all the people that like Goofy that say that it's just a Guna game. It's not just a Guna game. And the proof of it is in the writing. If you actually read the story and see how they handle diplomatic relations, it's really actually close to the truth of how things work in the government. I don't remember exactly, or maybe it was a Mandela effect, but the bad ending had an alternate version where they were trying to negotiate recovering from the mining raids, but since they were so focused on which punch very replacing them for robot. I think you're confusing two different storylines there. because the only time they ever return to the academy is when they're in the suitcases or when she's completely mind broken and then she comes back and she's carrying that guy's child. That's the other time. The one that replaced their limbs was Asuna, where but her legs were already replaced. Yeah, that's when she had her legs and arms chopped off. In fact, there's a couple that have, and that was Saika and Asusa, I think. Yeah, Asuka. Anyways, Hamura and Azusa were losing the battle. It's so easy to deal with that stupid monkey. All you have is strength. The canon is very confusing, especially with Zero and there already being more than one multiversal Asagi. Okay, so the easiest way to explain that is that the multiverse Asagi is not really a multiverse. The only one who's actually multiverse is the future version of Yukikaze. The second Asagi that's around is actually a clone that was able to escape her prison, and she's established her own detective agency, and is kind of and the main Asagi, she understands that she exists. She just doesn't see her as a threat. So she's letting her run the detective agency herself, and that's why the only the way this is a lot of backstory, but the way Action Tainmanin 3 ended was a soft reset. So when Asagi from this vampire plane came in, eventually caused a universe reset starting from scratch from the baseline games, and that's what caused Tainman RPGX to happen. As far as we know, the chronological Tainman Asagi 1, 2, and 3 are all done. They're their own contained story, and we're not going back to that universe at all. Tainman RPG X is the rebooted storyline after all that, so that's where everybody's at currently. That's to my knowledge of how that canon is going. So it was just a re-switch, and then we're back to this. It's why we haven't seen Vampire Asagi at all, because I think they just used her as kind of like a Deus Ex Machina, where she just showed up to just reset the universe. And she has no big impact on the world. Because they haven't, it's been, 5 years? And they haven't even mentioned her. I think they kind of wrote themselves to a corner and realized they couldn't really do anything with her. I find it hilarious how much text there is in these topics. One would expect them to be simple, but somehow they manage to cram in too much content. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, we're here. This series, and I cannot believe it, is celebrating its 30th anniversary? 20th? It's either the 20th or 30th anniversary, and we're still talking about the story so many years later because it's that impactful. That much was done. It's honestly a feat that I think you very rarely see. So the only other thing I could think of that pulled it off like this was Fate Stay Night, which started as a hentai game and then completely pivoted into being a franchise, a multi-billion-dollar franchise, mind you, and they're able to do completely new stories, and it's heralded as, a franchise that's going to keep giving till the end of time. And congrats to them, because it shows that you can start off, on the dark side of things and then turn into something great. Yeah, so I'm totally lost in the story, by the way. I just got sidetracked by the comments. The chat's been great tonight. Not just from Goofy Man, but Kranda. It's a lot to take in. And again, I always tell people to experience this stuff yourself. I don't know how you could be able to experience TAIMANIN RPGX since they got rid of the English server. But I hear there's ways that people have translated the game. And unfortunately that involves piracy and such, spoofing. Not my preferred way of doing things, but since they closed down the American servers, that's all you can do. Okay, so where were we? Sorry, I'm kind of... Alright, besides, we have to finish the job we requested. That means we need the neck of that vampire who made all this mess. Hamura wielded a spear, Hazusa wielded a sword, and fought against Felicia, who was on a rampage, letting herself follow however her power leads. I said, don't get in my way! Felicia was oppressive, dodging all of Hamura and Hazusa's attacks, all while feeling nervous. But being hot-headed against the two was fatal. Annoyed by the fact that she lost every toy she had gathered. Let me get rid of that bot. Ban the bot. Ban the bot. It's time to ban the bot. Let me get rid of that bot. Bot is banned. Okay. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Too late. Keep up, will ya? Funny, you should say that. Your swing is too weak. Block that vampire's attack. What is this? What is happening? Why are you getting in my way? Philly just wanted to have fun on Halloween. Then Felicia took a big swing with her scythe and created some space between her and the two. Because of that, there was an opening, and the two of them didn't let the chance slip. But, enough! I am leaving. Before the two could attack, Felicia Sheen jumped to the second floor of the mansion, broke a window, and ran out. What? Are you running away after all that? Hamura and Hazusa ran out of the mansion to chase Felicia, confused. But by the time they were out, Felicia was already... yes, with Fate, the original idea was for the protagonist to be female, but since they had to include ATN and older content to sell copies, which was a requirement because it was the trend, they had to make the protagonist male. This was because Nasu, the main and only writer at the time, couldn't imagine describing things as a woman, although they also failed to do it well as a man, since he wrote them without feeling. Yeah, and I heard this. I heard this particular part, and that is true, but I think it's what made it work, because a lot of the relationships that were established in Fate Stay Night was because it was a male to female relationship. There was talks to make, you know, lesbianism a thing in the original novel, but it was more or less they wanted it to have like an interchangeable sex thing. So like if you were a woman protagonist, it would still translate. You see it more with Fate Grand Order, is where it originally wanted to be for the original base game. Fate Grand Order was kind of like that. After they made all the success, that was pretty much the story they wanted to tell, other than from the mainstay games. I think it worked though, because once you put in that romantic element, then people started getting attached to the characters of either Sakura, Rin, or Saber, and they were able to insert as Shinji. But the thing I want to focus on is the relationships all were written organically, and I think that's the most important part about Fate Stay Night, is the relationships that were established. You focus on not just, you know, the romantic element. It's about establishing friendships, having natural dialogue between the two, and being able to really, whatever your personality was acclimated at the time that you're playing Fate Stay Night, it comes through in the writing. So all the decisions you make, you end up going to the person that you feel. So that's why a lot of people are like, man, you know, this is a really good visual novel. And that's the best kind of visual novels play into who you are as a person. I personally enjoyed the original base game, and I mean the original base game, not the remake. I played the OG hentai game, and I think that one did an excellent job, and it was great in its own right. I really wish they would remake that, because I think a lot of the stuff gets lost in the remakes, and it's kind of rewriting history. That's why I'm really happy with Action Tainman, because it's like they're not shying away from their past. They're like, we started off as porn. By God, we're going to end as porn, but we're going to still keep the writing good. Fate is more like, we're cleaning up our act. We're never going back to that. Anyways, sorry, again, tangent. I love visual novels, so I wish I could do more visual novel content on here, but I know that would bore the hell out of everybody. Like, I really wish I would have recorded doing Doki Doki Literature Club, like, blind first playthrough. That would have been hilarious, because I got wrecked by that shit, dude. That was one visual novel that I fucking just... I had a drink to go through that one. I know I always drink, but that one I really had a drink. Okay, where were we? My goodness. I'm not sure if you are a bad egg or a genius who pretends to be a bad egg now. At least you are not boring. They hadn't yet decided who was stronger between the two. Now they had to. That's how Sanade Hamura lives. Alright. Again, I didn't do a lot of voice work towards the end there, but that's because we're having such a great discussion. If you like visual novels, drop your favorite visual novel in the chat. There's plenty out there. One that I'm gonna start, and I'm probably, Fate is a great visual novel, but as a Eroge, it's awful. It shows how to tell a story in a way that sticks with you, and it incorporates many elements that are maintained with in other stories. I enjoyed reading stories, but the sex scenes are overly descriptive, from funny to uncomfortable. If you're not into that stuff, I will say that. If you're not into the stuff that was presented in the novel, you're not gonna enjoy it. Like the piss stuff, again. The people back then had a really, they were really kinky. And a lot of stuff does come out. Now, me, personally, I'll say, there's some of it I did really enjoy, and some of it I didn't. But I could totally see where people are coming from. You're not the first person who said that. And honestly, everybody's entitled to their own. Was it the best? Was it the best as far as, eroge content? Probably not. I know there's a million others that did it better, but I would say that it did the job for me sometimes. That's why I think I'm okay with them not doing eroge content anymore. That was never their wheelhouse to begin with. However, and there's a caveat to that. They have hired some really excellent artists who do eroge and do official, or I shouldn't say official, but they do doujins and such that of their own of the characters that they themselves created. And you know who I'm talking about. If you know Fate Grand Order, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I think that they should lean into that a little bit more. I mean, that's what they're obviously going for. And it's the creators themselves making it, so, eh. Let me put it to you this way. Prisma Elia works in a way because they knew how to make that balance. I'll just say it like that. And if you watch that show, you know what I'm talking about. That's what the creator wanted. And he created characters that lasted, what, 15 years after it premiered? 10 years, I think? When did Ilya come out? Because now, you know, you can't think of Ilya without thinking Chloe. You can't think about Ilya without thinking Miyu. And they're now like synonymous with the franchise. Even more so. The franchise hasn't even been making content, and they still sell out on their maid cafes and merchandise sales. I partly understand that many of these things are due to the translation. That is, I saw them in Spanish. Yasu writes them with the pro style that makes it difficult to translate into English, and my translations are from English, so they're twice as processed. But they brought memes like defenseless, aimless, people die when they're murdered, yes, and alias, I want to die now that you mention it, saying, I want to live. The context of the phrases makes it all make sense. Correct. The memes are funny as shit, though. People die when they're killed. I will never forget that one. Man, those are some boomer-ass memes. You're talking about 2005 memes, dude. 2004, 2005. Back when I played that shit, dude. Yeah. I think now... Well, I don't know. I think they... Have you played the... I haven't played the revamped version. I heard that they rewrote a lot of that stuff. Because, what was it? The new one came out, like, I want to say a year ago? Or a few months ago. Ilya saved the franchise with its merchandise. Yes, it did. It did. I mean, I don't think it needed its saving. Fate Grand Order has been pulling, you know, billions of dollars per year. And is the ongoing, one of the most ongoing, oldest gacha games ever. I don't think it needs saving, but that alone is funding everything. And Ilya is just like, again, it's both great with its fan service and excellent in its story. So, you know, Ilya is just awesome. I'm thinking about doing a corpse party playthrough. I know the other guys won't probably like it. They're more into the shooting games and such. I just started playing visual novels. I have several from Key Studio. That's cool. Key Studio. Go. Down you go. Key Studio. How many from them have I played? I've played so many freaking visual novels. How to keep track of them all. Clanad. Oh my god. Clanad. That'll fuck you up. Clanad, of course, being the... those made Clanad and Angel Beats. Yep, Angel Beats, I remember that. Clanad fucked me up, though. Like, I have not recovered from Clanad. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the list. Oh. Yep. The Day I Became God was good. But that was like an anime, I think. Tomoyo. After It's a Wonderful Life. Oof. Angel Beats, Clanad, boom. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like visual novels kind of fell off. Like, I have not seen like a visual novel that that changed the game or changed writing. Everything that's being done as far as written material goes is being done in light novel form. Most of the anime that gets produced are from light novels or web comics. And I get it, it's a lot easier to make that. Because with the visual novel, you're talking about getting a 5 to 6 hour experience where its writing's on peak, and you're talking about like refining the writing. And light novels, you're able to just like churn out a little bit easier. It all comes down to what's easier for you to produce. Not to say that one's better than the other. It's just, you know, it's a lot more focused. I think we need to get more visual novels back. Like, what do you think has been a good visual novel in the past 5 years? Mina? Got me thinking about visual novels now. Down he goes. Success. Yeah, gems. Gems are truly amazing. Alright, next. So what we're going to be doing now is, since we've already beaten the main story, we're going to be destroying event mode, farming the final node, and then getting the support. Well, visual novels aren't exactly the most popular genre, especially now that people don't like to read much, even just for the sheer pleasure of something they enjoy. That sounded a bit pretentious. No, you're right though. And those, like I said, those that do read, they're reading light novels. Light novels are easier to consume. They take about, you know, a couple days worth to read, if anything. It all has to do with how you're able to consume. I think visual novels would benefit more if they shifted more towards like a chapter system, where it's like, okay, here's $1 for the first chapter, here's $1 for the next chapter, $1 for the next chapter. That way it keeps people engaged and keeps them hooked. So they're not obligated to spend 12 hours reading, you know, text in one go. Because I think that's the biggest hurdle for people in visual novels, is that they're intimidated by the large size of the story. Which is a shame, because you're missing out on such good stories. Or people will just say, I'll wait for the anime to come out. But how is the studio supposed to pick up the anime if people aren't gravitating to what is good? In other words, even the most successful visual novels are somewhat niche and don't see the light of day unless they're adapted, so producing them is complicated because it's a risk. Correct. Exactly what I was just talking about. The studio won't take a chance on them if they don't know it's guaranteed income. There's no chance in hell of it ever becoming adapted unless you're seeing an abnormal amount of people reading it and purchasing it. It's why you're seeing more webtoons be adapted than visual novels. I think there's room for both. It's just you need the visual novel readers to be a little bit more vocal and or get more eyes on it. Oh, I didn't get that one. Fuck. I gotta go back and do that one. Hold up. We're not done. I gotta get that less than 30 hits. And imagine being lucky enough to get an adaptation. Imagine being lucky enough to get an adaptation and ends up being like 11 Eyes, an author that makes you want to shoot yourself. Oh man. Not a fan of 11 Eyes, I take it. I will say I did not enjoy that one. I do remember seeing this all over the place. It was supposed to be the next big thing, but mind you. And that is not to say that I don't think there's a couple out there that could make it. There's plenty of visual novels out there that have yet to be adapted that I think would make good stories. I should say I didn't hate it, I just didn't care for 11 Eyes. It just didn't grip me. Damn it. It's that last one that's always a son of a bitch to get. The less than 30 hits one. No bad. You just gotta do it again. Stops anytime. Let's see. I didn't fucking get it. Come on. Sorry. I'm just gonna roll Emily. This is becoming ridiculous. I'm gonna roll Emily. I hate doing it, but it gets annoying when you have to keep doing this shit. Sorry, I have to roll Emily on this. And that's the event I completed just for the skin, but I only managed to get 2 stars in the first section. I'm missing the power. Oh man. Yeah, it's rough. If you're behind, it's really rough to catch up. But the good news is that there's plenty of ways for you to like farm now. So if you're open to grinding, you can easily make that up. Got it. All right, so the visual novels. Okay, let me look through my list. I'm spending all my gems on characters for the extra AP. That'll work. Again, the best thing for you to do is not to just like spend it, because that's good, but that's better if you have like one or two. Like say, like I would make Emily your main for now because she's a really good farmer, and then just like hyper focus her and get her all the way to 8 to 7, and then just maximize the shit out of her, whether it be through the skill set, through all the stuff, and everything's easier after that. Otherwise, you're going to be banging your head against a rock trying to like unlock everything. All right, let's do the bonus section. I'm just going to put Emily in there. Okay, so from the ones that I like, the popular ones, of course, Steins Gate. You know, play that if you haven't. Danga Naropa, really good. I'm gonna pick out the ones that I personally recommend. Of course, Doki Doki, but everybody knows Doki Doki. Planet, if you haven't played it. Steins Gate. Witch on the Holy Night, please. If you have not played Witch on the Holy Night, it is an underrated gem from Type Moon. I loved it. It is. I really wish they would do a little bit more with that particular franchise. Very good. People like Nicopara. I don't know if I get it. I don't know if it's kind of a little weird for me. There's a whole bunch. Katawa Shoujo. If you haven't, oh my gosh, Katawa Shoujo, please play that if you haven't played that one. That one wrecked my heart. Yeah. It's a really good story. It is by far. Even the friend route is just, it's good. Fucking brutal though. Eden's good. Higurashi is a classic if you have not, like, these are classics. I'm gonna throw it out there. Higurashi is one of the best, but play the OG, don't play that new one. You gotta take that character arc, that shitty character arc, like you own it, man. We like that OG stuff here. And then in that realm, you know, if you haven't played Umineko, play Umineko. That one's badass. I want to play for Yes, you gotta play the huge hands, man. That's the only way to play. You be a man and you play the OG artwork on that one. I don't take that cutesy piece of shit. Technically, Ace Attorney counts, so yeah. I do like Ace Attorney. I've played almost all of them. I played 1 through 3, and then I played the Great Ace Attorney. Herlock Sholmes is, my god, that guy is a fucking aura beast. Just the way he does that dance of his, the spinning around. That oh my gosh. I never cracked out laughing at a visual anime as much as, or a visual novel than I did that part. Kudos to my girlfriend for showing me that. That was fun. The Fruits of Griseia is good. Saya no Uta. Okay, that one's good. That one's really, really good if you haven't played that one. If you're into shit posting, How to Fool a Boyfriend, that one's funny. Just the premise on that one alone is fun to just like look through. Tsukahime. That one should be on mandatory if you haven't played it. Play it. And I'm trying to like pick, like, you know, not just, you know, hentai ones. I'm picking ones with great stories, great substance. World. That's the world. That's the right. No, not that one. I don't recommend that one. The first time I watched Higurashi, I stopped on the first loop because the screams of pain and seeing children being tortured were things I couldn't stand, especially since the voice actors were Japanese. I put a lot of effort in it. It's a bad thing for me, but I picked it up again because I later realized that all the things for a reason. I play to this. I like to play it. Yeah, I'm gonna say you have to have a certain mindset when going into a lot of those genres. A lot of it is gratuitous, but it's because they're trying. It's shock value, right? It's trying to get you.
When you think of staple Japanese foods,
it's trying to get that reaction. And I thought I was an edgy kid when I was young. When I was like, yeah, I was watching Umineko and I was watching Higurashi. I'm a bad boy. But it's like, you know, there's a reason behind it, and you grow up out of it. The new one really goes overboard with the violence, though.
It's almost...
Let's see. I'm still looking through. I'll leave those for now, and then we could come back and take a look. There's like way more than I'm. Oh, Corpse Party! I'm gonna play Corpse Party. I'm totally gonna play that. I keep telling myself I'm gonna play Corpse Party. It's good, and I'm gonna play the OG one. I'm not gonna play the new one. I want to play the OG. If people are willing to watch me play it, I'll do it on stream too. But that's definitely one I have on my mind. Corpse Party is gonna be played. I think that's happened to me because I watched Grushin and the Kajutsu when I was younger, and that happens to be the case. What happens? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we all go through our edgy phase, right? Where you're like, oh yeah, I'm watching Elfen Lied, Elfen Lied, and then you're like, yeah, I'm a deep, dark, brooding, guy. Curse Party is a completely different story from the anime and the game. Really? Well, I haven't watched either. I've completely held off, and for that exact reason, because I wanted to come in with the complete. I have not seen any spoilers. No, I don't know what the fuck happens, and I don't want to know, because I want to go in with a complete clean mindset to the OG game, because that was the original. I think that's the best way to enjoy it, is with like a clean set, like watching the source, getting directly at the source, and then from there making your judgments. Also, thank you for whoever followed me, which was someone who just followed me. I don't know. I didn't get the notification who it was. Damn it! Thank you for the follow, whoever followed me. I appreciate you. Let me see over here. Let me go over here. I always like to give shout outs. Crandaf, thank you for following. Have you been watching any other anime this season? And if so, which one are you watching? I'm watching Spy X Family right now, and yeah, Spy X Family. I gotta catch up on some of the other stuff that I watched Elfen Lied with my dad when I was 12. In the first episode, I had to do something like pretending to look at the ground when the first breath appeared. It was a very funny experience. I tried watching with my parents because we end up watching like anime together sometimes. And my mom's more into the romantic stuff, so like Rent a Girlfriend, a Couple of Cuckoos. She did not like Love is War, which is shocking to me. I thought she would fall for that one, but she liked Komi-chan, Can't Communicate. She also liked, what was the other one? I already said Rent a Girlfriend. Snafu, my comedy Snafu one. She likes that one. Really felt bad for the secondary girl, because she was obviously the better girl, but she did not get the guy. Oh, Quintessential Quintuplets we watched. That one was good. She liked that one. What was the other one though? She liked Kill la Kill. She liked, yeah, ironically, Kill la Kill. Gurren Lagann she really liked. That one was. She likes the music of Panty Slime. She doesn't like the show. She likes the music. She always she will tell me to play like what is it? Fallen Angel, Chocolate, and Divine. She will watch that part of the two new guys on Penny and Stock, and she likes that scene. You know the one I'm talking about, the transformation sequence. That's my mom for you. Well, she's the thing about it. Like now that we're on the topic of what parents watch, she is most definitely a Korea boo. So for her, it's more the Korean dramas that she likes, and she watches Japanese dramas. Like she's more live action. She likes live action stuff more. This season I'm watching the Digimon Beat Break. I hear is really good. I gotta get around to watching that one. Yeah, I'm not a clone, Futsu no Hidi, and Watashi no Sabe. Yeah, yeah. Solid choices. I flip through a lot of different channels because I just don't exclusively watch anime. I watch a lot of British television as well. Taskmaster, I watched that one. That one was really good. That was funny as shit. Only Murders in the Building was great this season. I'm kind of at a lull, so I'm going to probably pick up a couple anime or catch up on the ones I've already watched or that I'm put on hold. Alright, finally, come on, Felicia, come out. You gotta kick your ass, Felicia, come on. Dead. Alright, we're good. Finally. She does watch Spy X Family with me, by the way. I didn't mention that, but she is a huge fan of Anya. She's a huge proponent of your ex, Twilight. She wants them to get together. I don't know. I heard the author said that wasn't going to happen, though. He's said it multiple times where it's like impossible or something for them to get together. And I don't know if he's just gaslighting people or he actually means it. I think he actually means it. Alright, so we're gonna do Micah because she needs to get boosted. Alright, so what we're doing is we're automatically finishing a lot of the stuff so we don't have to keep battling. We'll do this about 10 times and we should get enough to get everything. I think that was 10. I don't know, I'm not good with math. 4 more, I think we'll do it. 1. Oh shit, I already maxed out. I got a booster. No. Damn it. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so we just need health. These are the most important staff. Health doesn't mean shit. Not in this game. Okay, 2 more, I think. Just a little bit more. Yeah, we did. All right, 2. All right, we are pretty much done here. We're just going to collect the spoils of war, and then we're done. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It was another Action TAIMANIN. Again, I want to say this. You guys made this happen. You guys, when we initially were putting this on the chopping block, because my followers were saying that this was just another Gooner game and that nobody's watching this. You guys, either the ones watching on Twitch or the ones watching on YouTube, you made your voice heard and made your comments known. You got this to over like 20 views on the long view, and then over 1,000 on the short forms. You made it known that you want more of this. So again, thank you for keeping this alive. I personally love this game, so seeing you guys enjoy it makes me happy. So thank you all for continuing this this series, and we'll keep going because it is still the series that produces one of the more numbers for than the other stuff. Like, I want to say that between it's Team Fortress 2, and then the Meme Madness that are my top ones. It goes Meme Madness, Team Fortress 2, this, and then like a Hat in Time, I think. Because see, if I remember correctly, the bet was it had to be more than 20 votes on both Twitch, more than 20 views on Twitch, more than 20 views on YouTube, and then I put down like, I think 300 or 400 views on the YouTube Shorts, and you guys blew that out of the water. Again, love you all for your support. You guys have been great. What do you got for me? We got another interaction.
This is one of the most hyped up breakfast sandwiches in the world. We're at Egg Slut. This place has been on my For You page more than Alex Earl. Wow. Now we're talking, baby.
I got it, let's try it. Here to help me with the review, we got Jay Chen and Anderson Nguyen.
Is it justified?
Try the bacon, egg, and cheese.
I love the runny yolk on this one.
Bacon is crispy and a little bit sweet.
Yes,
8.1
yes.
out of 10.
8.4. 8.9.
Let's try the egg salad. It's okay. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
It's a 9.1. I love eggs. I love arugula. I like sandwiches that taste healthy.
Whoa!
I'll have to agree with Joe. I'm at a 7.5.
Next we're gonna try the Fairfax.
You know, okay, so my sister ended up going to this Egg Slut
Egg is
place,
very soft
and she tried this, and she said it was just mid.
This is like the
So
most
I don't know who the
common.
fuck to
We'll go
believe.
8.8.
Last we got the French toast. Get this sauce. Much good, man. It's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch on steroids. 9.1 out of 10.
It's pretty good. But
There's only one way to
sweet
settle this.
stuff,
I have to
so
try it myself.
8.5.
Ah.
I have to try it myself.
8.5.
Yeah, Chadwick. Yeah, him leaving, man. He was the Black Panther, and I don't think they're ever gonna get Black Panther like that ever again. There's no chance. Alright, almost done here, fellas. We're almost done. Alright, so now that I guess we're at the end of the stream. Tomorrow will be Fortress Friday. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. It is one of the most popular things we do here. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have Goofy Man. We're going to have all the regulars. Everybody's going to be here. Everybody's going to be talking shit like usual. A wacky, crazy good time. I'm expecting insane names, insane people, and insane gameplay. That's a typical Fortress Friday. And I love it. And of course Saturday we'll be doing another Hat in Time. We're trying to get all those death wishes. Oh, and I do have an announcement. Since I'm taking the week off next week, I will be streaming every single day, I believe. Unless something happens. So we're going to have more streams and longer streams. We're going to try to stick with the schedule, but who knows? I might just play more games more often than others. So definitely Sunday is going to be Meme Madness. Monday, more Hat in Time. Tuesday... We'll see if Action Tainment uploads anything. If Action Tainment doesn't do anything, then another Team Fortress 2 is stream, etc., etc. You know the schedule. It's on my calendar. Yeah. What else do we got? Oh, yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, hopefully you guys have plans coming up for Thanksgiving. You're gonna visit family, do the whole bunch of stuff. You know, I wish you all the best. If you guys are going to travel during the holidays, again, be safe. And may all your holiday wishes come true. Ooh, look at that. We got all of it. We got all the goodies. All the goodies. All the goodies. That's what I like to see. Give me it all. Give me it all. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Alright. That wraps it up. Thank you all for tuning in. For those who hung around and stayed to the end, I want to give you a big hug and big thank you. Yeah, see you later, Krandaf. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I hope to see you on the next time. We usually do Action Tainment whenever they drop an event, so I don't expect them to drop another event like until 2 weeks. If there is enough... So if there's people that want more Action Tainment next week, there are quests that we haven't done in the archive. We still have to go through this entire archive. I'll leave it up to you all if you guys want me to go through it. I don't mind. It's all gravy for me. Yeah, so just let me know, whether in the comments, whether, you know, likes, views, all that good stuff. I'll be looking at it all. Anyways, I'm going to post this up on YouTube. I'm going to make some clips. Links are in the description for the YouTube, for the Discord. I've been Scrapper. This has been Action TAIMANIN. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you all. See you next time.